Welcome everybody to the channel. If you're new, you're welcome. Welcome everybody to the channel. This is where it begins, folks. Like I've said on many occasions, at your front door. When you become license free, what you have to do to become license free. As I said, many people now are getting the message, not by just me, but other people on YouTube passing the message on. I hope you on this channel, if you've tuned to my channel, pass this message on to other people as well by hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel if you wish, and help me out to get my message across, because 70,000 people, that's quite a good number of people each month are cancelling their license. Whether you want to do that, it's up to you. That's your right to cancel your license fee. But here, this particular where I am at your front door, this is where it begins, folks, at your front door. This is what you call I call the battleground, because this is what happens when you become license free and you stop paying the TV license. Your front door is the battleground, which is where BBC Capita, like enforcement officers like to be called, but they're not. They're just salesmen. They've no rights at all. No rights at all to enter your property whatsoever, unless they have a search warrant. To get a search warrant, they need evidence what you're watching BBC television. And the only way they can get evidence is for you to watch it illegally, of course. And of course, I don't condone that, so I'm in the situation where I don't watch anymore. If you're in the same situation, obviously that's all you have to remember, folks. If you're not watching, you're not paying. As simple as that. So when you stop paying your television license, you'll get letters coming through your front door, mainly through your letterbox. Your letterbox here. That's where it comes, through your letterbox. They come through your door. Letters from the BBC saying you have to pay the license, you have to pay, you have do this and do that. You can't watch this, can't do that. You don't have to pay any attention to that, because once you've cancelled your license, that's your right to do that, right? It's a tax. A license is a tax. It's like I'm driving a car, I have to have a license. But if I'm not driving a car, I don't need a license, do I? Simple as that. That's plain English. And the same thing here. If you're not watching the BBC, you don't need a license. Obviously, I'm doing this channel for people to be enlightenment, but I'm doing it. If I can do it, anybody can, because I'm just a member of the public, just a Joe Bloggs, just an ordinary guy making a YouTube video for people to understand that's what you have to do. If you do the same as me, you can become like me, like Inspector C, free of the license fee, and watch other things quite happily, catch up on other things, like other people on this channel, other people like Chili John's channel, that watch about Observer 76, other people doing the same thing that I'm doing. Obviously, they're more popular than me because of my videos just don't seem to be getting anywhere. So, if you can, folks, hit the like button, give us a thumbs up, leave some comments on the input of the video. Like I say, I'm trying to improve the channel if I can to get my message across. And like I said, that's what you have to do, folks. If you're thinking of becoming license free, this is for you to understand that I've been license free now for about 3 or 4 years. I'm coming up to my 6th year, where I got my 2-year exemption, which is every right to do. Now, you don't have to do it that way. You don't have to just tell them you're not watching anymore. You don't have to. They just blank them off. If you're blanking them off, you're going to get a cold call, like here on your front door. And this is the battleground, like I say. And what you have to do is just do what I said to you. Open the door to them if you wish and say, no, thank you very much. Don't require a license here. Goodbye, and shut the door. They're not any enforcement officer. They're not anybody of authority. I mean, they're acting like some of these Capita people are come knocking on your door. They're acting like the Cray twins, using intimidation and everything else to get into access to your property, telling you lies, telling you things to sign this, sign that. You don't sign anything, you don't do anything. You say, no, thank you, goodbye, and shut your door. That's all you have to do, folks. And like I said, it's intimidation at the front door. don't block their right of entrancement to come onto your property, anything else. They're just salesmen. If you treat them like that, if you're trying to hide something or entangle with them or wrestle with them and try and, you know, give them some abuse, then they're trained, like the Kray twins were trained to be criminals. The criminal, but you know, a criminal's a criminal, but these Capita people have been trained what to do at your front door. This is their battleground with you to get you to pay a license fee or to admit something that you're watching without paying. And of course that's where they get the information from you at the doorstep. So this is the doorstep, which is the most important thing. All you have to say to them is no thank you very much, goodbye, and shut the door. That's all you have to do, folks. And if you do that, you've no fear. And this door-to-door selling will end. Capita will have no more Kray twins to send out to you, intimidating you, asking you questions you don't want to answer, and all the rest of it. You say no thank you, goodbye, and that is the end of it. Anyway folks, thanks again for watching. Please, if you can, help the channel by giving it a thumbs up, leave some comments if you like, and like I say, this is where it begins, at your front door. And that's all you need to remember, folks. That's all you need to remember. At your front door is where you have to say no thank you, goodbye, and shut your door. It's that simple, and they can do nothing about it. Let them go and get a search warrant or something like that. But to get a search warrant, they need evidence. And if you're not watching, then there's no evidence to get, is there? Therefore, I rest my case. Anyway, folks, thanks again. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.